Through my education and training, I have learned that the breath testing machines used in Virginia do not always accurately measure the amount of alcohol in one's breath. And in addition to that, I've learned that I've been able to use that knowledge in court to effectively defend my clients and help them make the best out of this situation. There are many ways to challenge a breath test result in a DUI case in Virginia, so you shouldn't feel despair if your breath test result happens to be .08 or more. Perhaps the officer wasn't properly trained or qualified to administer the test. Perhaps your breath test was contaminated by mouth alcohol. Perhaps there's radio frequency interference which wasn't detected by the machine. Perhaps the temperature of your breath was higher than the machine assumes that it is. Each of these things can result in the suppression or the successful challenge of a breath test result in Virginia. When it comes to field sobriety tests in Virginia, there's not really any other way to say it. They're just not fair. People don't perform these exercises on a daily basis. They're not allowed to practice them when officers ask them to do it. Of course the people are nervous. They've just been pulled over by a police officer. They might have even had a glass of wine with dinner. But that doesn't make somebody drunk. Yet if you don't perform these exercises the way the officer wants you to, you're going to be arrested for drunk driving. Now, no one has to stand on one leg or walk heel to toe in order to get a driver's license. So why is it that people are arrested and deemed to be impaired when they can't perform these tests? The government's own manual addressing the proper administration of the standardized field sobriety tests makes it clear that if they are not administered in the standardized fashion set forth in the manual, the validity of any conclusions that you can draw from one's performance is compromised. So when we're in trial and the officer testifies that a test was administered in a certain way, when that administration doesn't comply with the government's regulations, we can use that to challenge the conclusions that a court might draw from one's performance on those tests.